Welcome everybody. Space Dino Panda here.
What's up? It's me, your boy Xeno Fossey. How's everybody doing tonight?
And this is episode 4 of the Spacecast. I think
Some might even say episode quattro.
some would say, I was trying to think of another letter for 4.
Another letter?
Another.
Another translation.
Yeah.
You can't be heard. You're silent.
I'm silent.
According to Pizzy, you are silent.
Can't hear me. My microphone. Can you hear me now? It says that the voice
I'm still
is
waiting
coming
through ads. So
Yeah. It says that I better. Okay, yeah. I just turned it up. I have to watch out because I am dangerous when I get loud. So just
turn the settings
know.
down a little too far.
Yeah. We don't
Yeah,
want.
I need to upgrade my microphone. That's a upcoming thing.
Um, Taylor, I want to upgrade to all the Elgato stuff. I think.
Yeah, the Elgato stream mics are actually pretty good. So
Yeah. So that's gonna happen one day. But besides that, you are the grand coordinator of the stream. So what do
that's
we have
me.
on the bracket?
Well, okay, so before we get into like actual topics, there was a lot of stuff shown this week. It was Computex, for those that don't know. That is the big like PC peripheral, graphics cards, stuff like that. And all the new PC shit gets shown, right? All I really care about out of it this year, other than the new Ryzen CPUs look pretty good, is new cases. There's a lot of new cases from a lot of cool brands. And the first one I'm going to show you is actually kind of the best one,
I do love
which is
cases.
why I kind of wanted to open with it,
Holy
because
shit.
it's fucking Kino.
So you're
So
starting.
we're gonna rip from my boy Paul's Hardware. Paul is an OG.
Uh-oh. I need to turn Paul up.
Crowded, so it's really nice to come
Also,
up to the
please follow
88th
Paul's
floor
Hardware
of
because we're
Taipei
using his video.
101
He's fucking great.
just to calm
he does
down,
really
to
good
rest,
PC coverage.
to relax in a nice, peaceful environment that's been
Follow.
provided by one of my sponsors, Fractal
Wait, is
Design.
that the case
And
right
I'm going
there?
to be covering some really cool new products
One of
from
the
them.
cases,
Of course,
yes.
they have a new case. It's called the
This
Era
one.
2. It's a mini ITX case. It's really
it's got the
small and it's
wood.
going to be
That's
awesome.
what-
And
Yeah.
that's probably the thing you're most interested in.
Oh,
But
it's
Fractal
so
is actually
clean.
expanding
Small.
into additional categories like this.
Yeah, they're
very
branching
comfy
into
chair
chairs
that's
and
behind me.
headphones.
They have a svelte new headset as
Ooh.
well, which is called the Scape, and we have another cool new case.
And
that's
that's the
called
home theater
Moon.
PC.
Where should we
case.
begin? We
That's
actually started
cool.
off with
It's
a walk
super
down a
sick.
hallway that was a bit of a walk down memory lane. Fractal had a bunch of
Even though we
very
plugged
recent
him, I don't
cases,
want to rip all
all
of Paul's
lined
videos,
ones.
so I'm going to kind of
The
skip
first
through a
is
little
where
bit
they're going.
because we're
Chaos
mostly using
of
this for
comput-
reference
the
images.
era
Oh wait,
haptic,
wait.
just as Fractal is known for. And again, just by comparison to
What
clean,
was-
very minimalistic.
Yeah, there it is.
lifestyle
There's my
environment.
case. It's literally right there. That's my
That is
computer case
literally
on
your
the table.
computer case. Yeah.
They have out
Yeah.
here very quick so far. This has
But,
been such a pleasant
I
experience.
mostly
to
just
be
wanted to
here.
let you see
the
some of
Era
the new
2
stuff.
case though is what you're
This
looking at right now.
case,
What do you guys think?
this
Is it
mini
pretty?
ITX case.
I think it's pretty. It's
I
got
think
a
it
wood
looks so
panel
good.
across the top.
I think it looks
It
ridiculous.
has a very distinctive perforated
That wood
side
panel.
panel piece.
I like to see
but
my
actually,
stuff,
don't get
so
fooled.
that's the only
That's
thing I
not just
gotta
the
get
side
to,
panel.
but
This case
it's
actually
so
has an
pretty.
entire
It looks
wraparound
so
chassis.
clean, though.
It slides
And
off
you're gonna
completely once
understand when you
pop
see,
off
look at
the
this, look
dust
at how it
filter from the
works.
bottom. As the
The
name
whole
implies,
chassis is
Fractal
one
already
piece, you
made
just pull it
an
off.
original era case
fucking
back in the
insane.
day. It was actually one of their first cases that they did wood
That's
paneling
cool.
on. This is an extension of that. They were really happy with
Oh,
that
it's so
case,
good.
but
I'm so
in terms
excited.
of popularity,
I'm building
it was
Belita's
never really,
new PC
never really
in
took
this
off
case.
quite as well as
It's
some of their
already-
other
I've
more
already
recent
decided
attempts.
that.
But I
It's
think
already been
the Era
decided.
2 is going to change all of that because this case, which is
I
less
like
than
how
19
little it is.
liters
I've
in
gotta build
capacity,
me a
so not the
little PC
tiniest
for
in
the-
terms
of
of
the
small
big
form
room.
factor cases,
Yes,
but
you
it
do.
has support
Yes, you
for
do.
all the
Oh, it's so
largest
sick.
hardware that you might want to put in there.
HTPCs are so
I mean,
sick.
as long as you don't
So
want to
rad.
put an ATX
One of these
motherboard. It's a mini
cases
ITX
has to be
case,
it, probably.
but it does have room for full-size graphics cards, even RTX 4090s.
Yeah, you can put
so apart
big
from the
boys
striking
in this.
exterior of this case, which is going to be available in 3 different finishes at launch,
That's
they have a
amazing.
charcoal gray, they have a silver, and they have a midnight blue, which I really like the midnight
like the
blue. I
blue.
feel like that's a
Oh,
color
yeah.
that I haven't really seen in
Like
too many
the-
cases. Chin and grab is that
Alright,
allow you
alright.
to remove a
But
panel
anyways,
that is hand theme
enough of
today
that.
is
Let's
a
move to the other
somewhat
case.
flexible
I kind
material.
of want
If
to
you
speed through
print
this
the
because the
bottom,
topics
this is the mini
tonight,
ITX
everybody,
case,
are
so the
very
internal
fun.
frame
We have some very
has a
fun
few
topics
different
on the
mount
way.
setup. That it has a 2-slot card that's
Oh, this
currently
is kind of
attached,
cool.
So pretty good
So
timing
the
to align
motherboard
with
tray, there's like a little switch, a little screw up there at the top, and you can like unscrew it a little and slide the tray over to tighten up the back of the case and give you more room for larger graphics cards. I think
Look at
that's
that. That's
super
genius.
smart.
That's
Super smart.
genius, actually.
It's so smart. It's so cool.
align with NVIDIA's push to say, hey, guys, not all of our cards are like 3 and 4 slots. Be an RT up
that's
to
true.
300 lower than the side. Look what
But
fractal-
let's move on.
in just about a week or two,
That's-
June
Here you go.
18th, it's going to be
That's what
selling
I
for
wanna- I wanna build
$150.
that.
This is the living
Just
room
like the Era
PC, bro.
2,
This thing.
Mood has a removable frame
Oh
that
my
comes off
God.
altogether.
Yeah.
It also has a fabric exterior that's going to provide plenty of
Yeah, I
airflow.
love that.
And once again, just like the Era 2, we have support for very large graphics cards. The back of the case is the only side that looks different from the fabric panels, but this is removable, of course. There is a dust
shit.
filter integrated. You could remove the dust filter if you wanted like tons and tons of airflow for your GPU, but it's nice to have some dust filtration
Like the
too.
dust
Because this is
filtration
a
needs to
sort
be
of
there.
chimney style case, they have a single
have
large
pets, yeah.
180 millimeter fan. This is the same fan that they've
Which
been
I do.
using in the Fractal Torrent, which is
course.
really good. Large fan, can run at lower RPMs and still move plenty of air to keep all the components inside cool. Mood has
Super
a base
cool.
down at the bottom that it
This
stands
comes in
on,
black
and
and
of course
gray,
it's got some front I/O
and
with
it
a
just
couple
looks
USBs, USB
so
Type-C,
premium. It's so
a headphone
premium.
jack,
The-
and if I
I
didn't mention
want it.
already, this
The
is
gray
a
looks
mini
solid.
ITX case like
The
mesh,
gray looks
which
so
is
good.
very similar
They're
to
doing
Mesh Chair recently.
chairs.
These are
I
called
would.
Refine, which is
Oh,
very
go ahead,
similar
go ahead.
to their
I gotta get me a
Define
new
series.
chair.
Still falls in line with their
You
product
do.
naming
That's
scheme.
number one
This is
thing
going to
on
be
our
available in a
This chair is
variety
bad.
of
docket
different
for your
finishes.
upgrades.
There's
You need a
mesh
chair.
available in both black and
A
white.
good chair.
There's also fabric that's going to be available in black and white as well. There's also an Alcantara finish, which is going to be a little bit more expensive. That one's going to be an MSRP of $900. These are going to be $550
Damn.
each. But if you've ever
Wait,
gone
how-
shopping for a
500.
high-end, actually ergonomic desktop chair, $550 is actually quite the deal.
Yes.
Of course, the most important feature of this chair, it's comfortable. I got to sit in it. And again, with the Computex trip being as busy as it is, just being able to sit in this chair and have a bit of peace and comfort was very nice. The mesh finish is going to give you a lot of breathability on the back. The fabric finish is going to also be plenty comfortable, but both of them have lumbar support. It's adjustable down in the bottom. Both of them have adjustable height. You can lean the chairs back. What I really liked was that the base of the chair and the back of the chair, when you lean back, adjust themselves, and there's actually 13 lockable positions
Oh,
that you can
shit.
set it to, or
Yep.
you can keep it in free-floating mode if you want to lean forward and lean back at your leisure.
I have
the
the
arms on the
lean-back
chair, and this
chair.
is key
I know
for
what the
both
life is
gaming and
like.
if you want to use these in an office or a home office, or you're going to be spending a whole day
life.
working, are cushioned. They're squishy. The entire chair is squishy, actually, including the headrest, which is also memory foam. Armrests are, of course, 4D adjustable,
Yep.
so you can use those buttons that are on the side
The
when
good
you're sitting
adjustments.
there to adjust the
what
armrest, to
matters.
move them closer, further away, up, down, left, right. There's plenty of adjustment in this chair. And even the wheels have, I feel like, that fractal touch
Ooh.
where they're just a little bit different.
do.
Actually,
Those look
there's a hole in the
different
middle,
as fuck.
which is nice. But they have a rubber
Yeah, they
finish on
look
the
so
bottom, too.
sick, right?
So they're going to
Yeah.
glide nicely across a
All
variety
right,
of
hang on.
headsets.
I don't want to get
Includes
too
this, so they're
fucking
gonna just a
dragged
little
down
bit
with this.
different in the
Let's look at the
middle.
headset. It's the
Across
last thing.
a variety. I have an
Yeah,
this
MSRP
one.
of $200. And yes, that includes the stand, but it does not include this absolutely ridiculously cute mini Define XL, which they've set up with Raspberry Pis. They've actually just set
They're
these
not
up
selling
for
it.
the listening
They're
experience
not
for
selling them.
press to come in, but it's just, they're not going to sell those. You can't have one, but look how cute it is. Back to the Scape, though. This is going to be available in 2 finishes, as you can see.
I kinda want one of
a white
those. I
finish
kinda
and a
want one
black
of those in a
finish, and
Raspberry
that
Pi,
price,
like,
of course,
real
includes
bad.
the stand
Yeah,
as
talking
well.
about the headset.
Real
Again, just
bad.
trying these on.
No,
they're
the little
super comfortable.
fucking PC
They're
case
lightweight.
for
They
the
have memory
Raspberry
foam
Pis,
on the
yeah.
ear cups
I
as well
want
as
a little
across
bit
the
too.
headband. And you can see a variety of buttons to control.
I mean, the
a variety
headset
of
looks
things.
nice.
They do have some
If
lighting.
it
It is
sounds
RGB,
good, I'll
and
wait
you
for
can, of
reviews,
course,
obviously,
change
'cause
that to
I'm
your preference.
very
And they actually have
particular
not
about my audio
software, but a
equipment.
web-based
But,
interface
if
to
it
help
sounds
control
good, I mean,
the
I'd
Scape
buy one for
headphones.
Valita.
I should say headset. The stand is also a wireless charging
I like
stand,
that-
so all you
that's
got to
what I
do is
like,
drop them down
is
into that
that.
cradle. It's got a little groove at the back for your
Yes.
detachable boom microphone, and then they will light up to indicate that they are charging. And
But,
the
like, the
lights
only thing
can
that sucks
also
is how do you charge
indicate
it
when they
when
have low
you're
battery, or you can just
using it?
adjust them to your preference with the software. I said
Well, I think
software.
the
It's not
point of
software.
having
It's
it
a
on the
web-based
cradle,
experience. And no,
the
it
battery
doesn't require
life's gotta be
registration
over,
or
like,
anything like that. So what that means is you can play
hours,
with the
right?
functions of the headset.
has to
You can
be.
set up
So that's
three
reasonably gonna
equalization
be
modes.
most of
You can,
the
of course, use
time you'll be
presets that
sitting
are
and
built
gaming.
in, or you can adjust them
And
yourself.
I think the point
and
of
then
having
that
it,
saves to the headset, and
like,
then you don't have
clamped
any
down,
software
like,
or anything
plug
like
onto
that
it
running
is
up in the
that you
background
won't forget
and
to
using up your
charge it,
system
so it'll
resources.
always
The
be
boom
full
mic is
charge.
detachable and will flip up to
Oh,
mute.
good, it is
There's an indicator
detachable.
light on the bottom to show you which of the 3 equalization modes you have selected. This actually has a built-in mic as well. So if you remove that boom mic, you can still use it for connectivity to a phone or other Bluetooth-enabled device.
Oh, that's
and you can still use it
crazy.
to talk
Yep.
and hear your voice. There's a built-in mic, and that's why
All right,
there's an
anyways,
additional
that's most of the
mic
fractal
mute button
stuff.
on the side too. It even has an LED down
I
in the
thought
end
you
of the
would
boom mic, and that's
be
going to
pretty
turn red
excited with
to
that.
indicate that
Yeah,
it
I'm
is
pretty
muted.
hyped about
One other
that.
feature of the stand, and this isn't built into the stand, but it has a USB dongle. You can connect to, via Bluetooth with these to any Bluetooth-enabled device, or you can use that USB dongle to plug into your computer or any device that accepts a
Yeah,
USB
if you don't want the
input,
stand on your
and that will
desk.
give you a direct wireless connection, and they say up to 40 meters of range. So you can walk around your entire house with this, and that's a lot more range than you get with standard Bluetooth. The stand also has
Solid.
some ease of use features. You can reroute the cable down underneath.
But we also have some
My
other
coverage of
companies that
Computex
some cool stuff.
2024 is brought to you by
Fantex
Antec, Thermaltake, Asus,
brought some
and
pretty
Fractal.
cool stuff.
I'm here at the new Fantex with the new Fantex logo. You guys like it? Look at those P's. I like P's because my name starts with P. Paul's Hardware. I'm getting distracted. It's been a long day. We're going to check out some new Fantex stuff. They have a prototype case, the Evolve
Oh!
X2. We have some new cases from my favorite
Oh,
Fantex
yeah.
lineup, which is the Eclipse series, because they provide
Oh,
an
that's
excellent
pretty
bang for the
too.
buck. And they have some new water cooling stuff. Let's check it out. It's going to be awesome. Here's a prototype case
Oh,
in development,
that's-
the Evolve
oh, that
X2.
looks
And
so
this
That
one
thing
is
looks so
quite striking,
fucking
I will
cool.
say.
Yes,
Fantex
it
has
does.
a
It
way
does.
with their case
Beautiful.
designs of
That thing
making
looks
things stand
ridiculous.
out and
It's
make
so
you take
gorgeous.
a second look. I mean, let's be honest. Computer cases, they're like a few rectangles. It's a box.
Yeah.
What can you do with a
they're
box?
boxes.
Fantex took the box and they put tempered glass side panels not on one side, not on two sides, but on three sides in such a way
sides.
that you can still see through it, even from the opposite side, because the motherboard tray in this case is a floating one. So
Yeah,
you have
so
sort of a gap on
cool.
the upper side, which gives a cool look, so you can actually see all the way through the case, depending on the angle that you're looking at it
Look at
from,
the
of course.
cable
Of course,
runs.
the flip side to cases that have lots of
Holy
tempered glass
shit,
side panels
I
is
want
that
this.
air does not
Yeah.
move through glass.
Yeah, you
That's
do.
a physics lesson for you guys who are watching this video.
Oh my
Fantex
God.
has solved this problem of airflow by providing plenty of airflow down at the bottom, a triple fan configuration down there, and note that the way these fans are installed, they've provided sort of recessed slots for them to set down into. Same goes for the fan at the back there for the exhaust. You'll note that they are sticking out a little bit, and that's because the fans that are installed in this case are 30 millimeters wide. If you have a 25 millimeter fan, it will actually sit right down in there. But the advantage of the thicker fans, the D30s, and then protruding just a little bit from that channel is that you get a nice look at the RGB LEDs going along the sides of that. So that's a nice aesthetic touch.
Yeah, that's
in
not
terms
me.
of
That's
radiator
not me. I don't
supports,
like the
it's
RGB.
basically
But
going to be a 360 millimeter
case is
across
very
the
pretty.
top, which is
Super
going to be
cool.
satisfactory
So
for most of
pretty,
the people
man.
who are
It's
setting up
ridiculously
an all-in-one liquid cooler, such as the one that Fantex also has on display here. They actually have a new design for the 360 millimeter AIO. I'll show you guys that in just a second. There are two prototypes of the Evolve X2 on display here. We have
like
the
the-
silver finish one here, and we have one that's more of a gold
just love the-
finish over
oh!
on the right.
Oh.
Because these are prototypes,
Oh, that's so
we're still a ways away from them
Gundam
being available
Phoenix.
to the public, but Fantex
Yeah.
said they're aiming for
That's
the
so
end of the
cool.
year, possibly early
I love the floating
2025.
motherboard tray.
And they're
I think
aiming
that's
for
so
about a
sick.
$150
Motherboard
price
tray
for
is
these
cool.
cases, which is a good price for a case that is this nice looking. Of course, with prototypes and products in development,
graphics
prices
card's
may
fucking
change,
huge.
so keep that in mind.
That
And
is
it's
a
also not going to
4090,
ship
my
with fans.
dude.
That's part of
That is an
the way
ROG
that they're
Strix
keeping the price down
4090.
on this. But of course, they have a wide variety of fans, like their D30 fans, which are excellent in
big
terms
boy.
of performance.
That's a
It's
big
a
beefing
USB
GPU.
Type-C, a
let's
curve to
skip
them
through a
around
little
seeing
bit.
some of the with the white version over here, and the
That thing's
G400N.
too.
The prices for these two cases are quite reasonable. G400A is going to be $100. The G400N is going to be $130. Fantex is aiming to launch these in the Q3, roughly
it
Q3
also
timeframe,
has the
maybe August or
organization
so.
with the cables
Fantex has
and that
made
one
a
too.
few
Yep.
upgrades to
Yep,
this
yep,
case.
yep.
Let's start with the top of the case,
That's
where you
hot.
can now fit a radiator up to
That's
360
hot.
millimeters. They've also made this removable panel metal now instead of plastic. So those are a couple nice upgrades there. They're also going with a pattern for the mesh, which they're calling a brick pattern. You can see the little
Yeah, I
little
actually really
rectangles
like
in there,
this.
like
Yeah,
little
brick
bricks.
pattern.
Like instead of just
Little Lego
circles, like
bricks,
the
like brick
wide
like.
brick shape
Getting
is so
distracted.
cool.
Yeah.
Inside, you can
brick
see that
shape
mesh
is
pattern that is also being used on the shroud for the AIO. Their new AIO here also has an included
That's
fan.
cool.
And if you're a water cooling
Yeah,
purist,
I kinda
you're like,
love
why are you putting fans in my
the
AIO?
idea of brands,
That's to
like,
provide
making
some
their
additional
stuff fit
airflow around
so
the
well
VRMs.
together. It
So
looks so
especially if you're
cool.
overclocking
Like,
or
doing
running
it
like
all
a really
Fantex
high
is
core
still
count
gonna be tough.
CPU,
So you
you
see
want good
those?
airflow on your
Yeah,
VRMs.
they're gigantic.
And a fan next to those.
Oh, God,
is
look at that
nice to
fucking
have.
beefy
We also have added
GPU.
fan
I
support
want a
down here on
4090
the
so
power
bad.
supply shroud. As you can see, they've outfitted
I
it
want
with
a
3.
4090
And for
so
the front of the
bad.
case, you have
That's
3
really good.
140
I'll wait till
millimeter
next
fans.
gen,
Did
and
I
then
mention
I'll
they're
go
included?
big and get a
Both of these cases
5090.
are going to
yeah.
have 4 fans that ship with them. They're dual covers on the front.
Oh yeah, dual covers, which I really like too, because that means that you're not going to get so much
we have a
dust
very
caked
fine
up
mesh
on one
filter
layer.
here for dust.
It's amazing.
And then
That's
note on the
good for, like,
inside
white
this sort
PCs
of
too, for
shroud.
sure.
Is
Yes,
sort
it's
of
so
contoured
keynote
to
for
help
white
focus
PCs.
the air down towards the fans. It also encloses the front of the case to make sure you're not losing any airflow from inside the case that's just coming
Oh,
out.
I
and
kinda like that
recycling,
shape, too.
Making sure that the air is being pushed in, is going through the case and actually helping to cool the components.
This is a
down
really
inside.
cool case.
And
the more
Fantex has
that I see
also
with it,
provided
yeah.
better clearance for the 140 millimeter
You looked at it
fans by
before,
making
didn't you,
this
already too,
only
right?
140
No, I didn't
millimeter
look at
fan
this one.
compatible.
Oh,
And that,
shit,
of course,
this
does
one's
detract a little bit
wonderful.
from your future compatibility with different types of fans. But if you have
Look, I'm a
fans,
Fractal fanboy.
What's has
I'll buy
designed this
Fractal.
hub,
That's what I buy
and we
every
do have
time.
the
I'm
ability
about
to
to be
D5,
now.
G2. If you guys are interested, so these are back to front cables are shameful.
This,
Should hide
Fantex is
that.
really good though.
Also, the
I've built
fittings,
in a
which are
bunch of
special
Fantex
fittings,
cases,
do
and
come
they're
pre-installed
very
on the
comfortable to
radiator.
build in
We also
always.
have a reservoir pump
Oh,
combo
liquid
unit right
cooling
here,
parts.
and it
I'm
lets
not
you
here
pull if you
yet.
need to the
I'm ready to
check
liquid
out
cool.
the kit
but
is
I
going to
have
come with some
not
extra working
got
on
the
a
funding to
the
do it
liquid
yet.
crystalline
Yeah.
huge
I want to
case.
do a custom
That
loop
one was
so
being a
bad.
high end, so don't get mad at Fantex.
Oh, wait,
Take a
whoa,
look
whoa,
with
whoa.
some like recessed rectangles there behind
Ooh.
the outer
Those are
frame.
beautiful.
This being a high end and very
kinda
large
love
chassis,
it.
it is a bit more expensive.
It's
at
real big.
$270, but still for something
a
that is
chunky
this
boy.
huge and can hold that much hardware, that's
I feel like
actually
you
a
could
quite
build a
reasonable price.
fucking
They're
monster
aiming
of a
for
computer in
around
that thing,
Q3 time frame for all the products that I've been talking about today.
Okay,
The launch
anyways,
dates that I've been
enough of
stating
this.
are
I don't wanna bore the
ballpark,
stream with
so
my
don't get mad at
nerding on
Fantex if
fucking
they need to
video
push
parts.
some of these launch
I had to
dates
talk
back
about
a
some
little
of it.
bit.
Some of it's
Developing new cases
really cool.
takes a lot of work. and a
AMD
lot of
also
time to
announced
make
their new
sure it's done
CPUs.
right.
They're really cool.
And
You guys should go
Fantex
watch
does a
them
great
if you're
job at
looking
that.
for
But
the
guys, that's
computer.
going to
They
wrap it
look
up for my
really,
coverage
good.
here at Fantex at Computex 2024.
we should move
I
on.
want to say a huge thank you to my
I'm just gonna
sponsors
say,
for
if
this
they
event.
were bored by that, I mean, we were both geeking out about it. So
Yeah, we're well, we're losers.
I
We're turbo loser geeks.
I like PCs, man.
I like PCs. I think they're real cool. I love building them. It's my favorite thing to
Building
do. That's why I
PCs
do it
for
are
free.
Stop doing it for free.
I should stop doing it for free.
Stop
I should
doing it.
really stop doing it for free. I built like 5 computers this year already.
Whoa, that helped me with mine. And I told you I wanted to do it myself mostly.
Yeah, well, I struggle to not just do everything. But
To be fair,
yeah,
gotta
so
touch it.
I kind of wanted to move on because Michael, we're in that season. We're in that season where it's about time to start talking about predictions because tomorrow is the Summer Games Show.
It is the Summer Game Show.
And then following that, we have the Xbox event and then the Nintendo event. And Michael,
Yes.
I wanted to get with you and make some predictions.
Hit me.
What the fuck do you think that you're going to see at these game shows? And most importantly, do you think anything cool is going to get shown after the fucking State of Play, which was kind of boring?
The State of Play, man. The State of Play was interesting. Like I said, that was the last podcast, guys. If you haven't watched it,
Go back and watch it on youtube.com/SpaceDinoPanda.
Yeah,
Go
for
watch.
sure. And it was nice. Yeah,
There was some cool stuff, but it was
yeah.
like overall pretty.
Yeah, it was what we expected
Yeah.
already to happen.
That's super fair.
And then I was just like, oh, that's it. Because it was kind of short. It was very short. 30 minutes, right?
Super duper short. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like 30 minutes. And they spent 10 minutes of the 30 minutes on a fucking 5v5 hero shooter that
Which
looks
looked
like
okay.
Diet Guardians of the Galaxy.
Does look like Diet Guardians of the Galaxy. You got me there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing I'm for sure of that we're not going to get from this event. And I say not because I'm positive is we're not going to get anything for Silksong. So we can go ahead and push that out the way. We're not getting anything for Silksong.
Silksong will not happen. That's prediction number 1 from Mike. Hang on. We got to make a board. I need a board. Also, can we get rid of Paul's face? I feel really bad. We watched his video for content. We just have his fucking face
see.
plastered up in the background.
I have my...
Asus.
Oh, sorry,
I got
Paul.
you. I got you. We'll put Zelda's face up there. But yeah, okay, so on the board, first thing we're saying, Hollow Knight Silksong won't be. That's the most cynical and fucking depressing thing, but you're super right. I agree entirely. Hollow Knight Silksong will not make an appearance.
Yeah. It's not. I'm like, just, alright. I have the feeling that it's just not. And I'm sad because I want that game, even though I haven't finished Hollow Knight. It's on my backlog, though.
Oh, you should go finish it.
Yeah.
Super good.
How many years has it been since the new Pokemon? They're still on Scarlet and.
Well, they did announce the Gen 6 remakes, right? The
Legends, right?
the France ones. Yeah, Legends, the France remakes.
So
and they've already announced they're not showing a new Pokemon game this year.
Oh.
They're not showing the new Pokemon game. So
okay, so we're not getting.
they're taking. They said they were going to take a longer dev cycle for the next gen, which is good.
Holy shit! That's what they
I hope that means that we actually get some improvements. That would be super cool.
We're not.
We definitely won't. It's still going to be trash. But
let's
at least we get Mega Evolution again for one gen, right? Cool.
Mega Evolution, yeah.
One more time, and then they put it back in the vault.
Yep, maybe some new ones. We'll see.
Oh, dude. I hope for some new ones. I love Mega Evolution.
Flygon. Everybody wants Flygon, right? Mega
Correct.
Evolution Flygon. Well, we'll jump off of.
Well, hang on. That was your first prediction, so I want to make mine.
Yeah. Okay. Hit me.
Because I've been hearing some gas getting thrown around about this Nintendo Direct.
Oh, okay.
Metroid Prime 4 will not be at this Nintendo Direct. It won't. And if it is, I will add a fucking sub note. Just because I'm right like that. It's not coming to Nintendo Switch. It'll be on Switch too.
Okay, yeah, that would. Well, hold up. That means we wouldn't get a single Metroid Prime on Switch, though.
We got Prime Remastered. That counts.
Yeah, you count Prime Remastered.
We also got Metroid Dread, which is not a Prime game.
But that's
it's
not
better.
a Prime
it's
game.
An actual Metroid game.
That's true. I mean, it's still like all of them are in this. Like all of them follow the storyline. Well, Prime happens before. Well, I forgot where in the storyline. Prime is in the storyline along with the Metroid games, though. They're all in one storyline. But yeah.
Yes.
Shit. Yeah, I guess we did get Dread. Oh God, I love Dread. Dread was so good. Okay,
Dread is super good.
So okay, I guess they could skip Metroid Prime and then put it on Switch too. We're not getting another Breath of the Wild for. Well, we might get another Hyrule Warriors.
We could get another Zelda remake too. That's another thing that could happen.
That is true. They might.
My guess
could be done
is those mythical talked about fucking. And I'm not. This is not one of my bets, guys. By the way, Mike, there's a reason I'm writing the bets down because there's going to be consequences to our answers.
Oh God.
But we'll talk about that at a later date.
Oh God.
But my bet is that we're gonna get those like super long rumored remasters of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, the ports for Switch that have been talked about for like years. If anything Zelda related. That's not a bet on the board. I'm not putting this one up on the board. I'm just saying that if we get Zelda anything, it's gonna be that.
Can I put on the board that I guarantee we're gonna get some kind of farm simulator?
Yeah. Yeah. you just saved yourself from some consequences for free.
There will be at least one farm simulator.
Definitely. Are we talking about in the Direct specifically, or are we talking about across all three shows?
I feel like right now we've just been talking about Nintendo, so I'm focusing on Nintendo.
No, I think it would be funnier because it would give more risk if you bet that there will be a farming game at every show.
You know what? I will take it, but make the risk slightly lower because I didn't want to. You know what? No, fuck it. Yeah.
We ball hard here, boys.
We're balling. There's going to be at least a farming simulator. Or better yet, I'm not going to say farming simulator. I'm going to say a simulation game. So, ha.
Oh, okay. I think we all know you're talking about cozy farming sim RPGs. It's fine.
Yeah, you know.
All right. My next prediction is that we won't get anything cool at all from the Summer Games Fest. I don't think we'll get anything.
You don't think so?
I don't think... The consequences will be on stream for this choice, so I'm going to put my fucking money where my mouth is. I don't think I will be excited one time during the Summer Games Fest. I think I might think something's cool, but I'm not going to fucking soy jack face at all. Who's going to be, Oh, what the
don't-
fuck?
you don't-
That's so cool. I don't think so. I don't
You
think so.
don't
I don't
ever
think so.
do that. That's
No, I did. Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry 5
How
made me
many
fucking
years
rage
ago
act.
was that?
It was a long time ago, but I cried. I don't think we're gonna. I'm just saying. I don't think we're gonna get anything crazy. I don't think. It seems like a lot of the industry like just isn't ready to show anything,
Yeah.
and it just feels like it's gonna be a really slow year. So I'm just putting that bet specifically on the Summer Games Fest. All right,
Okay.
you jerks. If I get excited during the Nintendo Direct, or if I get excited during the Microsoft Showcase, you fuckers can't come at me and say, you said you wouldn't get excited. I'm talking about during Jeff's show, Jeff Keighley. His
Okay,
show, I
fair
won't be
enough.
excited. His show.
Well, let me see then. I wanna think of a prediction. Wait, when does Metaphor come out again?
August or October. It's one of those. And by the way,
No,
guys,
I don't feel like
tune in literally tomorrow to see if I'm wrong about the Summer Games Fest prediction because it's tomorrow night.
It is tomorrow. I guess we're gonna watch that tomorrow too.
Yeah, so if I'm fucking stupid and hella wrong, thank me because I put myself at risk so that you guys could get cool announcements for cool video games. I'm a hero, really.
Are you a hero or are you the villain?
I'm definitely a hero. I had to think about that.
you were hard at thought for that one.
I was deep in that one. I was trying to convince myself of the truth there. Anyways, all right, what's your
Wait,
next prediction?
The other one, like Xbox. We're talking about Xbox too, right?
Yeah, so we're not talking about the PC Game Showcase, even though we're both primarily PC gamers, because fun fact, the PC Game Showcase sucks every year. It's dog shit. It's the worst showcase. I fucking hate it. It's cringy. They might announce cool stuff. Sometimes they do. But like the show sucks, and I don't like watching it. I'll just watch trailers on YouTube later. So we're talking about the Summer Games Fest. We're talking about the Xbox Showcase, and we're talking about Nintendo Direct, baby. Nintendo. Chicken Nintendo.
I got something for you then.
All right, hit me.
So the State of Play got me, and that's because they got me with Monster Hunter.
Of course.
The Xbox Showcase, I'm going to put down some money now. I guarantee you that the Xbox Showcase will only get me slightly excited for maybe one thing. One thing only. I don't know what it's going to be, but they're going to show something. They may show something new. It's got to be something new that they're going to hit me with to get me excited, though. Besides that, I'm not looking forward to the Xbox one at all.
Hard pause, because I want to play you on this one. I want to play this game hard. What would you rate the State of Play?
What would I rate this State of Play that we just
out of fucking 10? What would you rate it?
5.
So is your bet that the Xbox Showcase will be lower than a 5?
Yes, it is that it will be a 3.
All right, that's what's going in the fucking books, boys. That's what's going in the books.
It's gonna be a 3.
That's the bet. It's gonna be a 3. Don't get that specific. That's risky. Anyways,
I have if the State of Play was a 5 and it had Monster Hunter, which bounced my balls up, I'm gonna bet that this one's gonna be a 3. I'm sticking with what I said.
Look, I like the risky bets. I like the risky bets because I think it's really fucking hard to tell me that you think anyone's gonna come out and do worse than Sony did with that State of Play. They showed 2 Overwatch likes and like 4 Souls likes, but none of them look that good. Monster Hunter and Astro Bot saved the Sony State of Play. Hardcore. And the God of War PC port. Let's talk about Ragnarok. That's cool.
Yeah,
anyways.
that's cool. But we were
all right, but let's. You know, I feel like I've insulted the Games Fest enough, so I'm gonna insult, because I'm a certified hater, in my blood, in my DNA.
Yeah,
I think the Nintendo Direct is going to be fucking atrocious. Not because I don't think Nintendo has anything cool, mind you. The Switch 2 is on the way, so they're definitely saving stuff for that. They already said they're not really talking about Switch 2 stuff. I have a feeling that literally almost nothing is coming to the Switch before it dies. I genuinely think Nintendo is going to full force focus on the Switch 2 and just functionally cease development for Switch titles. I think we will get some remasters.
Yeah.
Maybe another Paper Mario style remake where they downgrade the fucking game, Nintendo. Why? What the fuck's wrong with you? Why would you do that? 30 FPS? Fuck you. Anyways, full price for worst performance than the GameCube version had. Genuinely. They did that. I think we'll get more shit like that. I think we'll get more. Maybe they'll show more Switch Online stuff. I can't see them doing anything big though, really. Like maybe a third party will do something big. I will coach it with that, right? Maybe a third party will have something cool, but
like,
I don't think we'll get a cool new like Nintendo fucking IP game.
No, I think that Nintendo has already blasted their last few out. Super Mario Wonder was the last of what we're gonna get anything big of Super Mario. The other stuff, I truly think the same thing, where Nintendo is going to stick with nostalgia for the rest of the Switch and be like, hey, remember these games? Well, they're
You remember
back.
that?
You remember when you spent $60 on them? Now you can spend $65 on them, or stuff like that. Because everybody is probably working on Switch 2 projects. Because when Nintendo comes out with whatever system they have, they go hard. When the Switch came out, I remember we were all oof.
Yeah, it was big. It was big because it actually looks cool.
To be fair, the Switch was the best system they ever made.
Hang on, though. Hold on. Hold your horses there a little bit, buddy. I feel like you're getting a little ahead in the show. You know what we're going to talk about later. Let's not get too much into glazing.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Let's hold on to that.
All right.
But he is right. The Switch was a really cool platform. It was the first time in a long time that I feel like Nintendo's done something genuinely interesting with the platform itself. Kind of like the Wii, as much as that, like, your opinion on the Wii varies very heavily based on who you are. I love the Wii. A lot of people don't love the Wii so much. I think the Wii's cool because it's like genuinely an experience I can't just have on my computer, which is pretty sick. I mean, I can literally. I can plug a sensor bar up to it and literally play the Wii on it. But it was different. It was a different thing. It brought people together in the living room. It let my grandma play video games. That's cool.
Hell yeah.
And I think the Switch does a similar thing. It gives a lot of people who don't typically have the time or the budget to put into buying an expensive system the ability to like cheaply buy like a Switch Lite and a couple of cool games, and you might play the new Mario, and it was sick as fuck, by the way. Yeah, I think that's really rad. I think the Switch has been pretty okay for now.
Solid Switch, yeah.
All right, I want to get us to 5 predictions each. So you're up. Give me another prediction.
All right, how many?
Maybe we can get on a positive note because we've been fucking hella pessimistic.
Yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough, man. Let's see. Okay, a positive one. Shoot. Let me see. I think Nintendo is gonna at least, for the Direct, give us some kind of. There's gonna be at least one of the main Nintendo characters that pops up with something. For something.
What are you thinking? Like a spin-off, like a cheap, like a. I don't want to say cheap. Like that sounds super dismissive. But like Super Princess Peach. That's a good example. Like a mid-tier game. You think
not
might get something like that?
Not something as high as that one, but a little bit.
Oh
smaller,
damn.
Yeah, like legit, maybe something small. Like, I don't know if you ever heard of like the little. You know how like Kirby has a lot of little games that came out on.
Oh yeah. So, like the Kirby micro games and stuff.
Kirby Fighter and all that stuff like that.
And the best one where you're the fucking ball and you eat the dessert.
Yes,
that one's fucking great. That game's super good.
Maybe, just maybe, at least something small like that is going to happen with a small character, or not a small character, but a Nintendo character that everybody says, "Oh, I know a Nintendo character." Is it?
And it'll be cool. Like it'll be cool.
It's gonna be it'll be at least a neat gimmick because they're always still about their neat gimmicks. There's gonna be at least something like that. So you told me Pokemon Company said they're not gonna announce anything?
I don't know if they said they weren't going to announce anything, but I know they said that the game won't be coming out till, I think, 2026.
Yeah, they're gonna probably do something for Unite.
Yeah, the Pokemon Company will be there with something.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. They've been doing their own separate directs though lately. They've been doing the Pokemon Presents
Pokemon
shows where they
Presents,
kind of do
yeah.
everything on their own. So maybe not.
Maybe not. Yeah.
And
you
there's
never
been no
know.
announcement of a Pokemon Presents. So
That's true. They're busy at work.
all right. So my fourth guesstimation, something semi-positive. I kind of think that we'll see a lot more. I hope this is more of a hope. This might be copium. I kind of hope we see more Death Stranding too, because that game's actually got me kind of intrigued. And this feels like the time, I think, to like really go in depth on it and start talking about it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that there's that many like games of that budget that are going to be at the Summer Game Show. I
Fair
don't
enough.
think we'll see it at the Xbox show. I think it'll be at Summer Game Show because Jeff and Hideo Kojima are really good buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kojima will show up. That would have been the ezy bet where I could like have no consequences because
That
it's
is
definitely
true.
going to happen.
Yeah.
Hold on. Armix Sorgan, I wonder who that is, said, I saw a damn ad for Taco Bell when I got here and now I'm fucking hungry. Yo. Okay, so I had 3 fast food ads when I tried to join to check that stream was up and everything earlier. Back to back. And it is fucking punishing out here. These are some cold streets for a man trying to diet.
I'm gonna eat some Taco Bell later on now. I'm just gonna be honest. I feel that.
Have you had their Cantina tacos? They're like actually pretty solid.
I have not. It might be something I have to try for sure. Cantina tacos.
Yes, they're super good. All right.
You said Kojima.
Your last prediction, Cantina.
I'll say Kojima. I was talking about.
Oh yeah, I said Kojima. Sorry, I thought we were talking about Taco Bell still.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about food.
The last one.
Come on.
Okay. So for
I want you to go big. Go big. This is gonna be your stupid one. This is gonna be your fucking balls to the wall crazy.
Stupid one.
Not like literally stupid.
Yeah.
I just mean like something fucking insane.
Yeah, I'm trying
insane
to think.
mode.
I'm trying to think of some for the Xbox showcase because I've been just on Nintendo, but that's because it's Nintendo. I expect the Xbox showcase to be at least 30 minutes long.
Is that your prediction? You expect it to be 30 minutes long? That's your crazy prediction?
I don't know if I would. I don't even know if I would predict that one because I don't even
That's
know what
true.
Xbox has to show. What does Microsoft have? They're gonna shoot something.
You can't hear Mike.
Oh, Mike. Apparently, you're not able to be heard. You're still too quiet.
What? How about now?
How about now?
It should be. I'm just gonna turn this all the way up. I'll turn it all the way up. We're gonna.
You might need to move closer to your microphone physically.
What if I move my microphone closer to me? New microphone's gonna be on the thing.
Yeah, new microphone's on the docket.
What's that, Granddad? Speak up. Beat your ass. Oop, now it's in the red. See?
You're peeking. Okay. You're peeking. No, you sound fine to me. Hang on, let me.
I think it's because I have to change my volume for when I play fighting games.
You're very quiet. No, they're right. Like even now with it all the way up, you're very quiet.
Oh my god. Let's see.
Your attenuation is not set correctly. You sound very far away. He's gonna come back though, and he's gonna be fucking screaming, and it's all your fault. It's gonna all be your fault. Oh, he broke himself, I think. Did he? Hang on, speak. You're literally making no sound. Like when I say no sound, I mean like you're muted basically. Like there's actually no sound. Oh, I heard that. Barely. We're gonna fix this problem. No, the stream can't hear you. I hear you.
There we go. It should be working now. All right, stream. Can you hear me now?
I mean, you're hearable. You're still kind of quiet, but you are hearable.
That is crazy.
Yeah, because I have you at max volume and I cannot hear you. Like very well. I can hear you, but
So I can be heard though. Let me see.
yes, you're making sound.
La 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 la. It's showing that it's in the yellow when I talk.
It's very much not. That it's lying to you.
Why would it?
That's cap.
This we will all edit out. No worries.
Yeah, this will get cut out.
This will get cut out, or I'll keep it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It could be funny.
It could be. Is it better now? I like that you have a little mod behind you.
Yeah, I have my background mod playing Final Fantasy 14 with some of the viewers.
Oh yeah, that's great. You can, so you can hear me? Yeah, we can be heard. Oh shit, what was that? Oh, I can be heard now. We can be heard. I am here. I am here to say one word and one word only. My big prediction.
That's more than one word.
Okay, so I lied, but I am here to state one thing. I got it. This is gonna be it. I take back that one. I'm gonna say that Microsoft / the Xbox thing is gonna have one EA game that they announce, and it's gonna suck.
That's hardly a prediction. That's just reality. But yeah, I'll put it on.
But what if they don't? Yeah, just what if they're just like, hey, this time we're not gonna do an EA game.
I'm literally putting this in the docket as Microsoft announces shitty EA game.
Shitty EA game, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna make an actual balls to the wall fucking guess here.
Man,
right?
You already did with Kojima. Well, that's
well, that's gonna happen.
That's gonna happen.
Guaranteed to happen.
Yeah.
That was the safest. That was the most couched bet that I've ever made in my fucking life.
Yeah.
No, I'm making a real risky click here, boys.
Oh shit.
So I don't know if everyone in chat knows or everyone watching on the YouTube later knows, but Valve's new game is leaked, and like it's almost definitely going to be there, right?
At the Summer Games.
But I'm gonna place a fucking Deadlock, the leaked one. I'm gonna place a fucking crazy bet, because no one would ever see it coming. I think the Team Fortress problem will be fixed. I think Valve is gonna announce a new patch for Team Fortress 2.
What?
And if I wanted to be really crazy, Team Fortress 3, baby, Counter-Strike 2 style. Put it in the new Source 2 engine. Put money on it. Not money. Other punishment that will come.
Yeah. Oh.
When I'm wrong.
Yeah.
This might be cope.
That's big. That's fucking. That's. I'm not laughing because I don't believe you. I'm laughing because.
No, you're laughing because you don't believe me because it's not true. It's not gonna happen.
Okay, you're right.
I don't believe it either.
That's fucking huge. You said
that would be crazy.
TF3.
TF3, baby. Valve's gonna learn how to count to 3 just for Team Fortress.
Holy shit. Yeah, maybe I should get some takeout. Oh my god. Oh, that's a big one.
That's a huge one. I told you I wanted to make a fucking risky one for at least one of them. I was pretty safe for the rest of it, so.
Yeah. I didn't do if I like was looking into it a little bit harder, I'd probably think a little bit harder about it and jump the ball.
Jump the ball, jump the fucking universe on it, yeah. I've jumped into a reality where Valve knows how to count to 3, bro. That's as big of a jump as you can make.
Yeah.
But all right, that's the end of our
that's
gaming
that.
predictions. We will be streaming reactions to all of them. Whether or not we do them when they're happening will just depend. But I think for the Summer Game Show tomorrow, we should be able to stream pretty close to when they happen.
Yeah.
I expect you all to dunk on us for being horribly wrong.
Yeah.
And there will be punishments once all the showcases are done. Just wait.
I don't know what they are, so I'm a little
He
terrified.
genuinely doesn't know what they are, so that's gonna be really fucking funny. But yeah, so we'll check back in and see. I saved the list. We'll check back in on our predictions and see how they turn out. We were a little safe because we were very cynical. It's been a real bad year for game development. Lots of
Yeah.
layoffs, lots of cancellations of cool stuff. So, we're a little hurt. But who knows? Maybe all 3 will come out and knock our fucking socks off, and then everyone will feel crazy.
And then maybe we'll just post up a "we're sorry" video.
Yeah, an apology, a YouTuber apology. I'll get my ukulele ready.
Yeah, I'll get my harmonica that I don't have.
But moving on, it's
thing.
time for some fighting. Time for the debate.
Oh, the debate.
I'm going to let you introduce the topic.
All right, then. Today's topic for our debate time is Nintendo. Is it the best or the worst thing for gaming? And you know what? He told me I get to choose on which side I pick.
He sure does. Who are you going to fight for today?
I am going to fight for Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I know you were expecting me to fight and say worst, but I want to hear what you gotta say.
So what he's really saying is he wants me to scream. He wants me to talk about how shit Nintendo is, which is good because I'm very good at that.
But I will go first and talk
Of
about.
course.
I don't even want to in reality. I don't want to say best, but I do think it is good thing for gaming in a way. And the reason why I will defend it on that is I will say Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo's been around. They're very traditional, and they're in their ways, of course, because it's Nintendo. It's the way they've been. It's the way they've done things. But the thing you cannot deny is that they are always successful. Everything that they've came out with is something that, somebody's
Always?
grown up with.
The Wii U? Always?
Okay, so,
The GameCube? Always?
Okay, so, I don't even... It sucks that the GameCube was not as successful.
No, it really does.
Yeah.
Keep going.
But...
Sorry, I had a minute.
Okay, you hit me with the always and those. Nintendo, this is my belief on Nintendo, and whenever they release those systems like that, is that it is a prototype. It will go successful game, prototype, okay, now we know what we need to do for the next system, successful system, prototype, okay, now we know what to do. And it seems like that cycle went on. 64, fantastic. The GameCube was a test. It was a test. And then they were like, let's get zanier with it. And then we got the Wii. Some people would even say that the GameCube was successful. In numbers wise, no. But
No.
But them Smash kids did love that their Melee.
Almost as much as they love children.
Whew, okay. Now
And not taking a shower.
Low blow. Low blow. I knew you were gonna hit low. But No, back to what I was saying though is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Nintendo has what they have that makes them good for gaming is they have their characters. They have their characters, and it's the thing that will always stick with you through no matter what age you are. So we started off, we played, the Nintendo, and we got to see Mario, and look at us now. We are still in our 30s, 20s
Playing Mario.
still.
True.
And it's a thing that will stick with kids that are picking up games now. Mario's going to be around always. And so it's just something, it's a good starter. It's a starter into gaming is what I would say. It's definitely like baby's first steps is what I would say. I mean, look at me, man. I played Kirby when I was younger, and Kirby is still my shit.
Look, bro, I'm a hardcore PC elitist, and I really shouldn't strengthen your argument, but I will. I do have a Nintendo 3DS literally sitting on my desk right now.
there's
unironically.
a Nintendo Switch sitting right here.
Yeah.
We just pulled out. Also,
I'm gonna talk my shit, but
also,
I can't lie and say they're not fucking great. They make great games.
Game Boy on my side.
Don't make me break out the Game Boy
SP.
copies of Golden Sun. I will do it.
Oh, see, yeah, don't. But once again, just also where Nintendo got their, I would say Nintendo got most of their success from the handheld area. I think that's
I actually agree with that.
like the handhelds is where they reign supreme. They reign supreme in handhelds where they made my favorite system, the PS Vita, just not be a thing.
Whoa, your favorite system, the PS Vita? I think you're forgetting
Handheld.
about the Sega Dreamcast.
I'm talking about. Okay, when I say I'm talking about handheld wise though.
Okay, well, my favorite handheld is this thing.
The
Bar
Steam
none.
Deck.
It's not even close. Not
Fair
even
enough.
fucking close.
Well, that came out later. Get that shit out of my face. I miss the Vita.
I'm just saying. Favorite handheld is a big fucking statement.
That's
It's
true.
a loaded statement.
That's true. Actually, oh god, the Switch is also a handheld. It's pretty good. But
The Switch
Steam
is
Deck-
also a handheld.
God, the Steam Deck is also really good.
Yeah, it's goated.
Yeah,
Fucking amazing.
I do play it a lot. All right. Quit jumbling up my words now.
Sorry, I'm ruining his statement. I apologize.
You're supposed
I'm
to
painting
wait.
the jury.
You're supposed to wait to ruin it because I know you're gonna come in with the real stuff.
I'm gonna come in with some heat.
I know you're gonna come with heat. You're gonna come in with what people that are ignorant to what's going on industry wise will. Okay, so like also if you're just ignorant to what's going on in the industry, yeah, it's a good system. It's a good system. It's the best system. Not the best system, but like I say, they don't look at any other company as competition. You know, like Xbox. You remember
No, they
Xbox?
don't. No,
Xbox,
they don't.
PlayStation sitting there, and they're just coming out with their stuff, and Nintendo's like, okay, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing over here. Do we need the changes?
Fuck them bitches. Who cares what those losers are doing?
Yeah, and they're like, like this sounds bad, but also, like I say, I'm just trying to prove a point of how they're gonna keep doing whatever. Like you got the PlayStation, Xbox being like, oh, we must run these 60 frames. We must run these 60 frames, and Nintendo's like, y'all do that. We're gonna do our thing over here still. And I think that adds a little bit of charm to it, though, where they're not trying to compete or really impress the or go against anything. They're just really out there making their games to make their games for these people to get the gateway into playing games.
Okay.
But gosh, you're gonna rage. I'm just in reality, the rage. I think I'm just gonna try to counter the rage at this point. But
Okay, so you're done with your statement. You finished.
Ooh, yeah, I'm done. I'm just gonna counter the rage. I'm just gonna say it is a it's a company that's probably going to be around, and there's nothing you can do about it. It will always be around, and it is a good starter gateway into gaming. So yes, I will say Nintendo is good.
Nintendo is good. Good for gaming.
Good for gaming.
All right.
Here we go.
So here's where I'm gonna pitch my feet into the fucking sand. Nintendo, I will agree with one thing you said. I do think Nintendo is an excellent gateway into video games. I think they make some of the best, like, teach you how to understand the language of video games that exist. They make a ton of really cool stuff. They have a very, very diverse range of audiences. They make sort of, they do aim mostly at children. But I love a lot of their games. I have a lot of history with a lot of their IP. However, I am so tired of the whimsical Nintendo Toy Factory defense. They're just a whimsical group of fun people that just make fun video games. Yeah, you know what would be more fun? If I could play fucking Tears of the Kingdom at a reasonable fucking frame rate. That would be more fun. That would be more fun if it didn't drop into fucking sticky note territory. That would be really cool. It's Nintendo makes good quality software. I'm not going to knock them. They also make stinkers. People like to forget about those. Every Paper Mario game after Thousand Year Door sucks. To some degree of suck. Anything that's not a mainline Mario or a Zelda is often a crapshoot. I mean, Star Fox Zero happened, right? Yes, that was Platinum Games, but Nintendo oversaw that. They let that product exist the way it did and come out the way it did. It was a trash fire. They
Wait,
also
did you say all non-mainline Mario games?
All the non-mainline Nintendo series. So like I would call the mainline the mass appeal Nintendo series to be like Zelda, Mario, Donkey Kong when they want to make a Donkey Kong game because they're all pretty good for the most part.
Yeah, Tropical Freeze was pretty cool.
Tropical Freeze was super good.
Yeah.
Mario Kart, any of the Mario spin-offs except for Mario Party, which has just sucked forever as well. They finally started doing a decent job. I love Mario Party up to Mario Party 6. And then anything after that is dog water trash fucking garbage.
Oh, you didn't
because
like
Nintendo.
The last one.
Oh, well, that's okay. That was like a remix of classic 64 stages. That barely counts as a new game.
Okay.
Nintendo makes really cool software, but they are such a fucking backwards, stupid company that they're still focused on making this dinky ass hardware exclusively. Mind you, I don't mind the dinky ass hardware. I own a Switch. I think they're all right. But it sucks that I have no other option to play their games at like proper settings, and it really sucks because I think they have some of the best art design in video games that I never get to appreciate because it all looks like dog shit running at 720p on modern fucking televisions or on a shitty little screen. It sucks that I, as a consumer, never get the option from Nintendo. And it sucks more. We talked about this a little bit earlier before the stream. When they deny deals with companies like Epic to put their characters in Fortnite because it's not exclusive to their platform, and they can't have the skin they were gonna make be fucking invisible to players that aren't on a Switch, which is so stupid. They are such a fucking hard-headed, backwards company. Think of it this way: people have wanted Nintendo Switch Online since its inception to be this like vault into old classic Nintendo systems, and somehow we still only have like 7 games for the Nintendo 64. Bro, they're just using emulation and ROMs. How the fuck do you only have 7 games on this service? It doesn't make sense. How do you not have GameCube yet? How? Yeah. How the fuck did Super Mario 3D All-Stars when that came out? That game was just ROMs. They're not even hiding. It was just ROMs. It was just ROMs. No special settings, just ROMs. ROMs of Nintendo 64 games that they sold for $60 for a limited amount of fucking time. You could only buy that game for like 3 months physically, and then they took it away. And the digital version they took away too. You can't buy it now if it's not like an overpriced physical copy.
Oh yeah, I know I'm supposed to be defending, but I do.
Nintendo fucking
Nintendo
sucks.
do that. They do. They can't. And what the thing is that they could bank off this because you know what? Right now, for some reason, a lot of people are living in the world of nostalgia, and they want all these things to come back instead of new games. And that's what everybody's
Wouldn't
been
it be
doing
sick
lately.
if you could go on your PlayStation Network or your Xbox or your Steam account and go to the store and see Nintendo Greatest Hits, and it's not their modern games, it's their old shit. Why can't I go buy a bundle of 64 ROMs with that like new decompiler that they have on PC that lets you natively port the games through the ROMs? Why can't I just go buy a bundle of those like cheap, easy ports and like play Majora's Mask on my computer? Is it really hurting Nintendo's brand
They don't
for me
wanna
to be
share that
able to
money.
play Majora's Mask?
They don't
They
wanna
would.
share that
They
money.
get. It would be printing free money. They don't
I
even
know
have to
they
do
would-
any work.
I know they would
The
get
community
money
made
from
the
it.
mod decompiler.
They're like I said, that, and I think that comes down to the part where I'm just like, where I said that they're just very old and traditional, where they don't want to
Yes.
jump out of their traditions.
At all, ever.
Like they're like, nope, it's always been Nintendo, it always will be Nintendo. And then like, sure, you know, it took a little budge before they started actually adding like other games to Nintendo that you wouldn't expect. Like, you remember the time when we got The Witcher on Nintendo and we were like, wait, what?
Yeah, that
The
was
Witcher's
fucking
on
crazy.
Switch? We all lost our minds. We were like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane because the company has couched itself so hard in its family-friendly branding that we all lost our shit that at the time it released 4-year-old video game was ported to their platform. That's how fucking behind they are, by the way. We were all shook about a fucking 4-year-old RPG getting ported to their platform. Or when Skyrim was announced to be coming to Switch and it was the same fucking deal. We were all
Oh,
like
Skyrim.
shook to our core that Nintendo was putting like an adult video game on the Switch. It's crazy. Also, one more shit thing they do, just because I have to keep fucking piling it on. How you like those cloud versions of Kingdom Hearts collection or the Resident Evil games? Y'all like those cloud versions? Anybody here like cloud versions of video games
No,
instead of ports because the hardware is too weak?
no.
It's almost like maybe Nintendo doesn't have to focus on hardware exclusively, and they can still make hardware and they can still sell hardware. But they could also just put their games in places that make sense to buy them. Because games that are ambitious, like Xenoblade Chronicles X, which famously runs like dog shit, or, I mean, frankly, Xenoblade Chronicles Remastered also runs like dog shit, would look so
Yeah,
much
it was-
better on my big, nice screen with my big, beefy fucking GPU powering it, running at a real frame rate. That would be really cool. Too bad I can't have that, because if I want to play that video game, I have to play it on Nintendo's dinky little $250 fucking shitbox.
Yeah, they don't want you
It's
to
not
play
an
it anywhere
insult to
else.
people that like the Switch. I think the Switch is cool. I do think some of the cool factors gone, because the Steam Deck is so much more powerful
Yeah.
in nearly the same form factor. But it is still cool. I still think that it's cool to dock and undock and all that all that Nintendo shit, that Nintendo magic. I think it's great.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the
But
Switch
also-
has made them the most money out of all
Ever.
systems combined, period.
Yeah, it's gigantic. It's
Like,
huge.
that's crazy to think about too, but like I was looking at that, and like legit, the Switch has made more money than any of their systems like all of their systems combined, which is ridiculous.
And if you think about it, right, it's insane. Because you mentioned earlier that those little Kirby games, it wouldn't be amazing, but imagine how many more players you would have if those games were on more than one fucking platform.
Holy shit, the Kirby Monster Hunter kind of game, that'd be wild.
But also, like, even Dream
Oh, yeah.
Buffet, right? Like, if
Oh,
there
yeah,
were
Dream
just
Buffet,
more
cool.
players who could be playing it, it wouldn't be dead online and impossible to play.
It's
I
true.
think that Nintendo's biggest mistake is they had this hyper fixation on IP protection and protecting their brand. But I also think that over time is making them less important to kids, because when you go ask kids today what they're not playing Mario, Mike.
Oh,
they're
no,
playing
playing
Fortnite.
They're playing Roblox.
They're playing Rocket League. They're playing
Yeah.
Roblox. They're playing Minecraft. They're not playing fucking Nintendo games. And that's because the box that all their friends bought doesn't have Nintendo games.
That is true.
And nobody wants to be that kid who has the Nintendo box and has to play all their games by themselves. Which is why Nintendo needs to move on. That's my argument. I think that their current stance in the industry, I think as a company they do good things, but I think overall they are very bad for games because they're the last bastion of exclusivity, which I think is the worst thing in video games. That's my statement.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. I feel like you just sat me down and spanked me. I was like, oh shit, he's ready for this one. But that I did want to hear. I was gonna put you against it, but then I didn't have that much evil that I wanted to say towards Nintendo as much as
You didn't have that much hatred in your heart.
Yeah, you came in pounding. I was just like, holy shit. Yeah, this man's ready.
This is a company I love.
I can tell. You
So
care.
of course, I definitely have some fucking. I'm just tired of their shit, man. I'm just so tired. And like I said about the Paper Mario thing, it sounded like a joke, but like it is genuinely disappointing that a port of a fucking GameCube game runs worse on the new platform than it did the one it came out on. Like that's really rough, guys. That's not normal. That's not how this is supposed to go. And it's not like it's like a crazy graphical upgrade. It looks a little better.
I will give them kudos for Super Mario RPG though. That game looks phenomenal.
That game also runs like shit though. It does look really good.
Yeah, but they made it look so good. They added some stuff that I really like.
Oh no, yeah, it's really good. I loved it. But it's the same problem, man. I would love it so much more playing it on this thing instead.
Fair enough.
I would have so much more fun here.
I think that I think Switch 2 might end up coming out real powerful.
I hope so.
I'm hoping. I'm thinking that or it's going to flop and it's once again going to be their test subject for what they do. But I'm positive I think they've got it now. I think they're getting ideas.
I think my biggest hope is that it's backwards compatible because now that Sony and Microsoft are doing that, man, it's going to really suck if they tell you that all those old Switch games you have don't work on the new one. That's going to be so bad.
They're going to have to make it backwards compatible. They better not make a different kind of chip.
All right. Well, how are you feeling about it? Do you have any retorts you want to make, or do you feel pretty settled in the debate?
Well, shit, man.
And we're gonna let the audience decide who won this. Like, we're not gonna fucking blow ourselves out here.
Comment on the channel. Pop a like.
Comment on the YouTube video when we pop it up.
Comment, like, all that. Let us know. We'll see who won that debate. I felt like I lost. I'm just gonna like, damn, he got me. I got. But I still stand by what I say is that it is a good intro into games. Even if you say there's still not people aren't playing that these days. If somebody was to have that when they were young and had no friends, that's where they could start. And they'd be like, oh, these games are cool. And then then they're like, what else is out there? And then they'll be playing games with their friends.
I just don't know if there are that many friends in the next couple generations that are going to be on the Nintendo systems for them to find.
Maybe not. PCs are jumping out a lot.
Well, and it's not just PC. I mean, even the modern consoles. Like, I know a lot more kids who wanted a PS5 than a Switch, which sucks to me. I would rather them play a Switch because at least it's a, console with games on it.
Yeah. Oh, PS5.
The old 3-game box.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna branch off of this into our next topic, which is Nintendo related. It's Nintendo adjacent.
Yeah, Nintendo.
Which is why we laid it all out like this, because it's easy to jump from topic to topic. I don't know if you'll be able to show these on stream. I don't know if you have a way to do that. I want to talk. I posted them in the game shit of the Discord. I want to talk about these fucking Zelda Lego kits.
All right, give me 1 moment. I'll post them. I'll get them. I'll get them showing. Wait, what? Let me see if I can do it this way. There we go. Okay. These right here?
Yes.
Oh shit.
So these are coming out. It's one kit, but it's a 2-in-1, so you can choose to build either the Ocarina of Time Great Deku Tree, or the Tears of the King or Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom, whichever one you want to call it. That Great Deku Tree, right? So you can choose which one you want to build. You can only build one out of the stuff in there, though. This kit costs $300.
What the fuck? What? I don't do Lego stuff much, but on average, how much does a Lego set cost?
I don't know what the running price for a set of this size is, but I feel like it's still probably not $300.
I mean,
But my problem
$300 is a lot.
Let me be clear. My problem is not just that it's $300. I do have a problem with it being that expensive. That's fucking crazy. Like, you could buy a low-end graphics card for $300. That's fucking insane. But my problem is, if you want both of these, you're not spending $300. You have to buy the same product twice at $600 so you can build both. And that kind of fucking stinks.
Ooh boy. All right, that's Nintendo throwing that their name price on there.
Well, I also think I think Legos are just expensive. I think the Lego company is just an expensive company. I haven't bought them in a long time.
That's a combination of them both throwing their label on there.
Yeah, they're both throwing their fucking brand tax at the same time. Yeah, I understand that one of them looks worse than the other one. However, if you have the option at both, you kind of want both, right?
Yeah.
I feel like you want both. This is a big kit. This kit is being advertised as 18 plus, by the way, just because of how complex it is and how many parts there are. Which is cool. Hey, a Nintendo product aimed at 18 plus. Wow, imagine that. But it sucks that it's a fucking $300 Lego set. I don't know.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
It's
a lot of money.
Shoot, it's real nice looking. Don't get me wrong.
It does. It looks cool. It's just, man.
Just fuck.
Could you not have done like a cool little like Temple of Time scene with just Link and the Master Sword for your first one? That was like, I don't know, $150, and maybe build into the super expensive, gigantic fucking Lego sets. Because now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it, Mike, and I kind of want to buy one. But I would never display this, because I don't display Legos like that. I don't just have that shit on my shelf. But I kind of want one, because I kind of want to put it together, and I think it would be fun. But do I kind of want to do it for $300? I don't know. I don't know about that.
I was going to say, just like they said in the, like some of the people are saying in the chat, one of them looks. I would build one. This one looks cooler than the other. I'm gonna be honest with you. This one.
Wait, which one looks cooler?
The one with
the Breath of the Wild one. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that one looks way cooler than the other one. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
I hard disagree.
It has a lot more going on where it looks like I get more bang for my buck, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, there is more ambience with the trees and the Koroks hidden around, but I really like the Great Deku Tree.
The Great Deku Tree is really cool. Yeah. It just, the way they displayed it makes it look like a lot less, you know.
It does, but, okay, so you can't see it in this picture, but the mouth opens and a golden Skulltula falls out.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
That's a lot better then, so... Shit.
Yeah, this one's just got the cooking pot at the bottom, and then at the top there's that little Korok that's actually on top of the Great Deku Tree. And that's all that's going on with it.
These are really cool looking though.
It is cool looking.
Ah, shit. Well, yeah. That's wild. Damn, Nintendo. That's expensive.
That's expensive. It's big expensive.
Big money. Why you gotta do us
big
like that?
Money, motherfucker. Big money.
Shoot. Well, damn.
All right. Well, now that we've talked about this, it's time to move into the last topic of the evening.
Last
topic. So I feel like we've squared up that this shit's expensive.
It is very expensive.
So I want to know, Mike, and I'm not answering this one. This is a you question. I get to choose because I planned the show today. I might answer still because I'm a very opinionated person. What is your dream anime game?
Are you talking about?
Any series made in any genre, made by any team. You get to design your dream anime game.
You already know like the main one I would want, but I'm gonna think of something different. Just because you know what I want to say is a
One Piece MMO.
Oh, not MMO. Whoa,
I want a One Piece MMO.
A One Piece fighting game though. One Piece MMO would be. Wait, you didn't say. I thought you. Sorry. You know what? What I heard when you said that was dream anime fighting game.
No,
what I heard, and I thought instantly a One Piece fighting game that's not an arena brawler. That is an arcade.
Any
fighter.
anime game that isn't an arena brawler is already a dream.
Yeah.
Also, Matt, maybe you're right. Like I said, I didn't look at mini prices for the Lego sets. I know they're kind of expensive.
But no.
Yeah, what's the dream game?
Okay, so then let me think even better.
Holy fuck! The fucking Barad-dûr from Lord of the Rings is $500. Yeah, Matt's right. It's not that crazy. Jesus,
Holy
Legos
shit.
are expensive.
Legos are
That's fucking wild.
Well, then we take all that shit. We don't take all that shit back. Legos are just.
I don't take all that shit back.
Legos are expensive.
Legos are just expensive.
Man, we should have got the expert Scott on here.
Yeah, we should have brought in our in-house resident,
Yeah.
Lego brick builder himself,
Right,
king of bricks.
But here's one for you, and I think this is something that we should do more with a lot of anime games though. Is you said an MMO, which would be fun.
Yes.
I agree with that for a lot of them. I'm going to stick in that category for you. And I think if they're trying to do it where it's based off of the story, I'm going to split this into two actually, okay?
Okay.
So,
take it how you want it.
and I'm going to put this for just like I'm going to do this for one title actually. For this one side. This is for the one side. I would like to see like a legit Berserk RPG, turn-based RPG.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, there's this little game that's unheard of, but it's called Dark Souls. It already exists.
Yeah,
they already did that.
I'm talking about the
turn-based,
and it actually being the anime story.
Yeah, because we can't get them to properly adapt it as an anime, so let's make it a video game instead.
So, like, could you imagine like the part where, like, you get
Grunbeld versus Berserker armor, the fight that I think of every time I think of Berserk fights.
That. But I was also thinking about like even the scene. Could you think of the scene where he had to like a fight where you have to fight through the demons where you're trying to get to Casca before it gets to the very dark scene?
Yeah.
And that just being like like you have to fight through waves of enemies with just him, and then you probably don't recover anything. Could you?
Yeah, there's like no healing. Yeah,
how wild that would be, or like even
or
with,
like a Cowboy Bebop game where you're chasing bounties. Like it's like No More Heroes or something like that, where you're like picking boss fights basically, and you have to play through
and then
get to the actual criminal.
With the animation of whoever, you remember that One Piece game we looked at, the mobile one?
No, fuck that. With the animation of the Hoyoverse games, with Zenless Zone Zero's animation.
Oh my gosh, that would be so good.
Give it that kind of fucking budget. That would be crazy.
That would be a budget right there. That would be beautiful. And then I agree with making more anime MMOs that,
or just multiplayer games in general. It doesn't have to be an MMO. Just
but like with that one where it doesn't follow, like it's in the universe, doesn't have to follow the story. But we're
not following the Straw Hats here, boys.
Like you say One Piece, but I'm gonna say Hunter x Hunter, where you go through the test and then you do the nin test and you get to choose your type on which type you are, and then you get to you get to get a little creative with it and possibly come up with whatever your technique is, and then you get to build off of that. That would be a lot of work, obviously, but could you imagine how
Basically,
fun
what we're
that would
saying
be?
is, please stop making every anime adaptation into a recap of the story in the skin of a shitty 3D arena fighter.
Yes, that is what I would. I just don't want that anymore. I mean,
Also, special fuck you to Jujutsu Kaisen for literally ripping still shots from the fucking anime for the story mode of their fucking
wait,
fighting
what? For
game
real?
that sucked. Yeah, it's actually just still shots from the anime, unironically.
Yeah, the Hunter x Hunter game that's
So
coming
cheap.
out. I know it was low budget and everything, but I still feel like they could have had a lot more characters in it. Oh. Also, I think it's an arena fighter. It's an arena fighter, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. No, I think it's like somewhere in between.
It's like Ninja Storm. Well, Ninja Storm's an arena. The best arena fighter that came out, I still think, was the Ninja Storm games. And
The first 3 Ninja Storm games are like genuinely awesome.
They are amazing. Ninja Storm 3 was actually the best one. But I just feel like after that, everybody was like, this is the way you're supposed to do anime fighters. Let's do it. So then they did Jump Force, the One Piece Pirate Warrior games, which is also kind of like, those games are also kind of just like what, the Dynasty Warrior games pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I give them a little bit leeway, but I still feel like we should make a One Piece fighting game that's just a One Piece fighting game.
I agree with that. I do think a One Piece fighting game would be sick.
Tenkaichi's cool and all, but I do enjoy fighters a lot more.
Yeah, Fighters was way better than the. I don't know.
Tenkaichi, yeah, it matches the way. I think Tenkaichi and the way that they fight in the world of Dragon Ball Z does match quite well. So like I would say that's why the Xenoverse stuff is so successful. But I am a person that loves their arcade fighters. Oh, whoa. What's going on? Calm down. There we go. Put something else as a background in the watch together.
Yeah, just throw something up. I got it.
Okay. Make it like a duck dancing loop or something.
Say less.
But no, and then if we even want to stretch out from that, because making it an RPG makes it close, like with that, like me saying RPG, that's still following the story, but it'll just be different. I think that if we got, hell yeah, that's the one. I think if we even got, no, I don't like novel. I like very few of those. The click and
Visual novels.
Visual novel ones. I don't think that'd be good for anime games. Never mind. I take that back already.
I also feel like that is the type of like thing they would do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it felt like I was saying it and I was like, that feels very up an anime book thing to do.
Also, Matt, I wanted to do the Subaru Duck, but all of them were playing Heya, and I don't want us to get eaten by record companies. So that's why I didn't do it. I thought about it too.
Fantastic. MMO. You said MMO. Dang, I want to think of something else. Yo, if we could actually get some, if we could get a sports game of Slam Dunk, that'd be cool.
Hell yeah, that would be sick.
Oh my gosh. Or the football game of iShield 21. Oh, now we're talking about something I think is neat. Or what?
Well, yeah, that's why the Captain Tsubasa soccer game was actually pretty sick because it was just not an arena fighter anime game.
Yeah, something they could cap on right now is fucking like Blue Lock. If they made a soccer game, I'm sure that you.
They haven't made a Blue Lock soccer game, I don't think, unless it's a mobile game. They might have.
Oh, I'm saying they should. They should cap on that.
Yeah, they should.
Now's the time. People fucking love Blue Lock. I've seen very little of it, and I fucking love Blue Lock. That guy's crazy. And then I have a fear that because of Kaiju number 8, they'll make another Monster Hunter kind of game too. And I hate that.
Yeah. I could see that.
But it matches that. But I'd like if they could make that into an RPG and it'd be just fine. Or something. I don't know, Taylor. I just want more anime fighting games.
Really, it's just anything that's not.
It's not an arena fighter.
Anything that's not an arena fighter at this point. I mean, it's like we named a bunch of cool stuff, but it's like in the end, as long as it's not an arena fighter, we're both happy.
In reality, that's all I want is just not an arena fighter and not like a story, visual novel.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I think we're all at about the point of being.
You could do visual novel maybe for a longer series because. To be fair, some people didn't watch Naruto and they just played the Ninja Storm games. But once again, Ninja Storm was phenomenal. 1 through 3 is all you need. That's the whole story.
I just think that I think visual novels are just like the cheap way to do it. You know.
It is the cheap way to do it. Whatever.
I kind of want them to be a little more interesting than that.
Yeah. Whatever they do, one thing that I will say they can keep. If they do anything in these games, is they can always do. One of my favorite things is the cutscenes with the command buttons. I love those.
I hate those fucking QuickTime events.
Really? You hate QuickTime
I do. I hate them.
I just love doing it and then watching. I have a problem where I sometimes like to not push it and just see what happens when you fail.
You just want to see the fucking fail state.
Yeah, it was like the time whenever you play it in, I think Ninja Storm 2. There's the time where you're supposed to duck when Sasuke is about to chop your fucking head off, and then you just see swoon. I was like, God dang, he killed me. It's crazy. I love stuff like that. I love watching it when you're like, oh, I fucked up, and then you just see yourself get fucked up. It's funny. I think those are fun.
Just watch you get your shit fucked.
I'm demented like that, so.
I'm demonic like that.
That's just how I am. But that's all I gotta say about it.
Well, I'm glad that we were able to have that talk. I'm just curious because, like, I really like the idea of anime video games, but I have not liked an anime video game in so long. That's an anime. That's not like anime style. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like an actual fucking IP grab from another thing. I just haven't really enjoyed any of them in a long time, and I think it would be cool for someone to like put in like a high effort, like they actually fucking tried anime game. I think that would be sick. And I think there's a lot of really cool series out there that could benefit from something like that, but instead we'll keep getting garbage, so.
Yeah.
Sucks.
But
it is what it is.
All we can do is hope.
But you know, Mike, I estimated our time on this, and it would appear that we have perfectly lined up with where I was wanting to end the podcast for the day. Not the stream, just the podcast.
Hell yeah.
We will be back to play some Fortnite.
Hell yeah. Hit him with that Subaru duck.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna mute it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna mute it. It's okay. It's muted. So give him the Subaru duck.
Give him what he wants.
It's
so much better with the music.
God dang, it is so much better with music, but this is entrancing. Fuck yeah. That's the podcast, y'all. Catch you later. Space Dino Panda and Xeno Vossi signing out.
Peace, babies.
Oh, wrong one. That's the one.